The Churchill's half marathon steps off tomorrow morning, and this time of year there's a lot shorter run themes you can do, races you can do. It's important to remember it's not the best idea to try to go out and run a race if you haven't been training for it. This afternoon we have Dr. Timothy Miller, a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon, to talk more about that training and the injuries that can pop up if you aren't careful. Now, a lot of us, you might be in your 30s or 40s or 50s and think, boy, I was quite an athlete back in the day, but they haven't done anything since. And like, you can't just get up off the couch and start running these races. What kind of injuries can you get?
Well, yeah, if you move too quickly or if you truly do go directly from the couch to the 5K, certainly you're going to put yourself at risk of a lot of different conditions that can take place. The most common ones are overuse injuries. For example, things like stress fractures, strains of the muscles, strains of the tendons, tendon inflammation like tendonitis of your Achilles tendon or your kneecap tendon called the patellar tendon, sometimes even hamstring strains or more severe injuries.
Yeah, you make a good point about Achilles. I had a chronic Achilles strain for a long, long time. I finally just gave up running altogether and haven't had a problem since. But the benefits of walking, I mean, if I'm wanting to get exercise and get the heartbeat going and burn some calories, could you talk a little bit about how much running is beneficial versus how much walking is beneficial?
Yeah, both certainly have their benefits and drawbacks. Certainly, you get more cardiovascular benefit from a run than from a walk, but certainly at the same time, you also decrease some of the risks that I just mentioned a moment ago with the impact of running when you're walking, for example. What you want to make sure of, though, is that you get your heart rate up, ideally around the numbers we typically use are 200 minus your age. So if you want your max heart rate to be somewhere around there. So let's say, for example, if you're 40 years old, your max heart rate can get up to about 160 and still be completely safe and still be able to continue to build your fitness from there. But what I would say is with the running, you want to make sure, as we mentioned before, you build slowly. Same thing with the walking too. Walking can also cause similar injuries too. There's just not as much impact, not as much risk.
And doctor, probably if you're out there, you decide, okay, I'm going to run, and you get all in your uniform and get the good running shoes, get there at the starting line. And that's the last time you do not want to start off like a jackrabbit. You want to just go, at least take it easy, give yourself time to take a nice, easy jog. Don't push yourself. The last thing you want to be doing is trying to give all those young bucks a run for their money, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the reason why they call it a fun run. It's not meant to be necessarily all that competitive. Some people certainly take it very competitively, but at the same time, in my situation, I was a runner in college and still enjoy running a lot, but now I'm pushing a stroller most of the time when I'm running my 5K. So I got to start in the back and work my way up. But yeah, I just want to make sure you take your time when you first start because, even though it's only 3.1 miles, that's still a long way for a lot of people. And especially if you're not particularly well trained for it, you want to make sure you take your time those first several hundred yards to make sure the crowd thins out a little bit so you're not going to trip or fall or have any other issues take place in that first half of the race.
And also do a proper warm-up before you start and also a proper cool down to avoid injuries, or they wind up going to see you, the orthopedic surgeon.
Exactly right. We see a lot of people with injuries like this that train too hard too quickly or just aren't quite prepared for it. And it's not just an orthopedic problem that can take place. Certainly, if you're not cardiovascularly fit and haven't been training for a while, then you can have some issues with your heart, your lungs, or set off some asthma issues, for example, as well, if it's a really cold morning. So you just got to be prepared. Make sure you warm up really well, hydrate appropriately, stretch well, and just make sure you're prepared well.
Dr. Miller, some good advice there. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Take care. Happy Veterans Day.
Thanks, you too.